Hello students, happy morning. Class 12 Physics Unit 4 Electromagnetic Induction and Alternating Current continuation video. Here in today's class, let me see the resonance in a series RLC circuit. Okay. In our previous class, we learned about the phase angle between current and voltage in a RLC series circuit. That is tan phi is equal to XL minus XC R. Okay. Here in this video, let me see the resonance in series RLC circuit. Okay, we know resonance. In mechanics, resonance is said to be, it is a condition in which an object or system is subjected to an oscillating force having the frequency that is close to its own natural frequency. Okay, if suppose I consider a simple pendulum. Okay, suppose I consider a simple pendulum, it is oscillating. Okay, with a definite frequency, that is Fn. It is a natural frequency of the simple pendulum. Then I am applying some external force. It make the frequency that is F. It is a applied frequency. If suppose the applied frequency is equal to the natural frequency, at that case resonance occur. After that, the simple pendulum attain maximum amplitude and we get a undamped oscillation like this. Okay, this is known as resonance. Let me see this type of resonance in an electrical circuit. Okay, it is a mechanical one. Let me see in an electrical circuit. We know we have RLC series circuit, RLC series circuit having resistor, inductor and a capacitor that are connected to a AC source having the frequency F. Okay. Then after applying this voltage, the current will flow. Then we know this is the current. For the resistor, the current and voltage are in phase. For inductor, the voltage leads current by phase angle pi by 2. And for the capacitor, the voltage lags current by pi by 2. Okay, at resonance, see, first of all you have to know about this. Okay, here I consider a capacitor and inductor like this. This circuit is known as tank circuit. If suppose I apply a energy to the capacitor, so it will be charged. After charging, it will be discharged, then the current will flow. Due to the flow of current, it produces magnetic flux. Due to the change in current, the flux also changes. It induces an EMF. Then the capacitor will be empty. After that, it will be fully charged. The electrostatic energy became electromagnetic potential energy in the inductor. Okay, at that case, the current will flow in this direction. At that time, it will be positive. It will be negative. Okay, this will repeat until the energy is spent. Okay, then we get a damped oscillation. Okay, if suppose by some other mean I am getting a undamped oscillation like this. Okay, for this case at resonance, okay, at the resonance we get undamped oscillation like that. Okay, at resonance we know VL is equal to VC. Okay, the potential across the inductor is equal to potential across the capacitor. At that case, because VL and VC are inclined at an angle 180 degree, they are equal and opposite. At that time, we can consider, we know VL is equal to IMXL. This one, VC is equal to IMXC. Okay, cancelling this, we get XL is equal to XC. We know XL is equal to L omega. This one became 1 by C omega. Okay. Then taking omega on this side, we get omega square is equal to 1 by LC. Okay. Then we know omega is equal to 2 pi F. Then 2 pi F whole square is equal to 1 by LC. After solving this square on right side, we get F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root of LC. Okay, this is a frequency attained by the LC oscillator. Okay, if suppose the applied frequency is equal to this frequency, that means the natural frequency, then we can see the resonance. At resonance, the voltage across L is equal to voltage across the capacitor, and also XL is equal to XC. Okay, see, this is a resonance condition. This can be achieved by varying the frequency of the applied alternating voltage. By varying this frequency, we can merge the frequency, that means merge with the natural frequency. The applied frequency will be merged with the natural frequency at that position, then we get a maximum current also. Okay, at resonance in series RLC circuit, the impedance value Z is equal to, we know, R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Okay, at resonance XL is equal to XC. Substitute in the above expression, then we get Z is equal to R. Okay, then the impedance of the circuit is minimum and it is equal to resistance of the circuit. At resonance, the impedance of the circuit will be equal to resistance of the circuit. As a result, we know that is I is equal to Vm by Z. Okay, then Z became R, Vm by R. Then current, resulting current became maximum. Current became maximum. At resonance, what are the conditions? XL is equal to XC, then VL is equal to VC, then Z is equal to R, then current is maximum. Okay, then next, if suppose I draw a graph between the current and the frequency. Okay, frequency on x axis and current is on y axis. Okay, for that I get maximum current at a resonant frequency. Okay, the graph is like this. Maximum current at a resonant frequency. And one more thing, we know the current is limited by the value of the resistance. Smaller the resistance, current will be larger. Okay, and larger the resistance, the current will be small. It is indicated in the graph. Here at this point, resistance is small, R is small. Here at this point, one more peak. Okay, at this point R will be large. Here some advantages of RLC circuit also. Let me see where we apply this RLC circuit. The important application of RLC series resonance circuit is tuning circuit. These type of circuits are available in radio and TV broadcasting system. Okay, we know the signals of many broadcasting stations are at different frequencies that are all available in our air. Okay, if suppose if you need a particular frequency, then tuning is done. Okay, during the tuning we are changing the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. We know the resonant frequency F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root of LC. Okay, here in order to change the inductor, it is little difficult. Okay, but we can change the capacitance of the capacitor by using variable capacitor. If suppose we change the capacitor, then the resonant frequency also changes. Then this resonant frequency is approximately same to the whatever frequency you may want in the air. Okay, then that frequency matches, then the amplitude became maximum. We can easily receive the signal whatever you want. Okay.